Alright, sorry about the ending of that first video. My phone died and I didn't have enough room on the SIM card. So I'm done with the hacking. So I routed out that cavity here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I went in about 1/4 of an inch deeper just in this top part where the switch is. So didn't do a great job. I had a Dremel with actually I didn't have a routing bit, but I did have a tile cutting bit, so it kind of drills and cuts at the same time. So I used that and it did a decent job. So I'm gonna cover that up with foil again, and then come back and we'll continue where we were at with the control switch and all the electronics to be installed. All right, I'll be back. All right, all done with the taping, and it turned out pretty good actually. Look at that. You'd almost think that was stock. I would have tooted my own horn, but anyway, I was pretty scared routing that thing out. I was scared I was going to cut right through the wood there, but there's lots of wood to go an extra 1/4 inch deep if you guys need to do that, if you want to mod the guitar, and so it wasn't that big of a deal. So anyway, all right, back to the control panel. I'll be back when it's installed. That was quick. That took all of 30 seconds. So I'll show you here a little closer. So problem solved with that route. Everything fits into place properly. This control plate lines up perfectly with the holes. I don't know if you guys can see that there. And yeah, so here comes the jack output at the back, and then this is how Eart routes their. I really like how they do it. They route their bridge ground wire through one of the string through holes here. It comes out so it doesn't interfere with the pickup at all, and this, you just push this back out to what you need. This will be the grounding end of the wire here, and then these plug into the pickups, and that's it. It's as simple as that gets. So we'll do the pick guard up first, see if that fits, and then I'll come back and assemble that bridge and see if that's how that's gonna work out. So so far so good. Gonna put the screws in that. Hope I don't have to take them out again. Hopefully everything works. And put this little bridge plate. I got a bonus here. So when you order this bridge plate, this jack plate, it comes with a free jack, and it also comes with the black hardware. So it comes, but I'm not going to need the free jack, so now I got an extra one because the wiring kit comes with one. However, I don't know if they made a mistake, but ta-da! I got 2 of them. So I got 2 of these little plates. So anyway, I can probably give one to someone, or share the wealth, or just another project. So yeah, great. So I'm going to assemble that up, and I'll be right back. All right, so this jack plate mounted up perfectly. The holes line up perfectly. There's no issues whatsoever, as with the control plate. So the control plate had no issues at all. The screws lined up, and even the screws that were supplied with the Guitar Fetish, package, fit in there. So that means that the pickguard screws and the control plate screws are just generic, same size screws, I guess, for whatever application. So that's good. So on to the pickups. One thing I just want to mention about the pickups is, so when you buy these quick connect pickups from Guitar Fetish, they come with one of these quick connect cables. So they're already plugged in there, but they're plugged in there, and then you have your ground and your live, and they're stripped, ready to solder on just a regular, control plate, a regular volume knob application or whatever, if you want to do that. However, when you buy the control cavity, like the pre-wired kit, it comes pre-soldered and with new jack connectors. So I just pull those out. You don't need them. Yeah. So now on to the onto my pick guard, and we'll see if everything fits. There we go. I'll be back. Okay, pick guard, pickup are installed. Kind of looks like that. If I can get you a higher view here. So yeah, everything went in really well actually. These holes lined up pretty good. But this pickup is so thin, and the pickup screws are tapered, that there's a little space between the screw and the pick guard, but that's all right, because there's no thickness to kind of have a tapered edge so that the screw can sit in properly, but it's fine. So this pickup is kind of leaning to one side a little bit. I'll have to try and fix that. Not a big deal. And I'll show you something. So the Guitar Fetish screws that come with the pickup are absolutely useless. So let me show you here. So I had to use the Eart pickup screws to mount the GFS pickup. So where's the... let me see if I can show you what I mean. So here's an example of what I mean. So here's the pickup. This is the pickup that was in the Eart guitar. But this is the screw that comes to mount the pickups with the GFS kit. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's only threaded like halfway. So the problem is when you screw this in, so when the screw seats in the pickup, even with the spring, right, even with the spring underneath, the pickup is below the pick guard. So this is like absolutely no good at all. I don't know why they would put in a screw like this. Plus it's tiny. So anyway, I had to drill out the GFS pickup screw hole, and to make room for the Eart pickup screw, because the Eart one is much bigger. But anyway, a little blending of the two and you're all good. So all right, now it's time for the Babix bridge installed. I know some of you are thinking, man, those bridges are almost 200 bucks. Well, Canadian anyway. And that's not a budget build. Well, I had this in my parts. I traded it for a pedal I wasn't using. So essentially this bridge didn't cost me anything. And I have one on my super expensive custom-made Wolfcaster. It's like a body of a Wolfgang with some contours similar to the Eart guitar, but with a telly neck and telly routes. And so I have a video of that one where I compare it to the IYV guitar that I bought on Amazon like 6 months ago. But yeah, so I have this pickup, or this bridge on that guitar, and it's really good. So I thought, hey, what the heck, it's black, and I'll put it on this one, see what happens. So I'm gonna disassemble this one. You got to get the saddles out of the way, and then I'll show you what it looks like quickly. So the packaging, so here it is. It's a nice thick bridge plate, and so these saddles never leave the bridge plate, so they have a cam inside, and that's what raises and lowers the strings. So it's called full contact hardware. Some people like them, some people don't. I just like them because of the stability. It's crazy. And you can see right here, you can see the screw. I think you can see that maybe. But anyway, there's a screw that comes in down here on an angle, and that's what turns that cam to raise the height of the string up and down. And then to adjust the intonation, or to pull the saddles back and forth, it's just the screws in the back. And but you got to take all these out to access these mounting screws in the back, because there's no room. So I'm going to take all that apart, and then I'll put that together, and hopefully that this all matches up. I rough fitted it in a previous video, and it looked like it was good, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, it's done. So here's the final here's the final product. I mean, other than I didn't put strings on it, obviously. So everything fit like a glove. So we got the black Pavix bridge, got the Fat Boy pickups, the black electronic cover plate, and the black input jack. We got a real carbon fiber pickguard. We got the black locking tuners. I don't know if I showed you that they were locking last time, but we had locking tuners. Everything just fit great. So that's what the guitar is going to look like. Oh yeah, the nut. Let's see if I can do something with that. So what I did is I pulled the nut off. So this is the nut that was on it. It's just plastic. But if you can see that, it is really well cut. Like that, you know, there was no binding. There wasn't really any reason for me to cut the nut. It was just, or to remove the nut. I just figured, you know, it's plastic nut, so I'm going to try to improve it a little bit, seeing that I spent some money on the electronics. So, so I went with this. This is a black Graph Tech, of course black, right? This is a black Graph Tech self-lubricated nut. It's pretty much the same size. It's if I line it up, it's bang on pretty much the same size. Width-wise, height-wise, and thickness-wise. So I think I can just pop this white one out, put this black one in, and this is what I bought. So I just got it off Amazon. I think they were $9. And it's called a Black Tusk XL 42 millimeter, and it's got a flat bottom. So it's not a contoured bottom or radiused bottom, whatever you want to call it, which is the same thing as this nut. It's just a flat bottom. So I'm gonna just slide that right in there. I'm not even gonna glue it in. Once the guitar is all done and the COVID restrictions lessen, I'm in Prince Edward Island. There's a guy in New Brunswick who's an awesome guitar tech, and ever since the guitar tech that I was using here in PI kind of took a step back since COVID, I've been taking my stuff to this guy, but now with the restrictions we can't go across the bridge unless you want to self-isolate. Anyway, so I'm just waiting for the restrictions to lessen since we have like no cases here. And I want to take this to him, and then I'll get him to double check this nut, glue it all in, you know, make sure everything's good. Because like I said in my previous video, I'm not a guitar tech. I don't know you know, I can do this kind of stuff, but when it comes to the fine tuning stuff, no, I don't know. So I'm going to put this nut in, string up the guitar, kind of check the relief, do all that kind of stuff. And when I come back with a final video, it'll be a demo. I'll do a little, you know, a couple little licks and stuff, and I'll just plug it into the same Quilter interblock amp with a little Marshall 112 lead cab, and we'll go through some tones and see what it sounds like. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Let me know what you guys have done to yours, or let me know whether you think I'm dumb or not putting this money into this. But basically the guitar fetish stuff was about $130 worth of stuff. However, that's American, so in Canadian with shipping, this is what I don't understand. From my neighboring country, the US, it cost me $23 to ship this hardware to Canada, and it took 3 weeks. And this guitar from overseas, which was $380, was absolutely free shipping, and it was here in 3 days. How is that even possible? Like, what's going on? Like something, right? What do they know overseas that we don't know here? Like, how could they get stuff to us so quick? Like, it doesn't make sense. Unless the guitar was warehoused here in Canada somewhere, and it was like, you know, in New Brunswick, which I highly doubt. But anyway, it is what it is. So for me, those parts cost 250, 200, and I can't remember the bill, $280 or whatever. So it was a little more money than I wanted to spend, but there's around here in PI, you're pretty limited to what you're going to get for good quality parts for budget prices. So Guitar Fetish was kind of the only thing I could come up with. So anyway, yeah, you guys can let me know what you think, and I appreciate the views and the comments, especially. There's a lot of awesome people up there leaving comments, telling me what you guys have and tell me the experience. And not all experiences have been good. Some people have bought these guitars and they're absolutely terrible. So it's hit or miss. I was lucky with